Hello everyone, I am Hassan Mustafa Ibrahim, and today I'm very excited to demo my final year project. The app is called Prime, so let us start the demo. So this is the sign-in screen for the users. You can enter an email and password to sign in. If he wants to reset the password, he can access this screen and he will enter his email and he will be able to reset his password. There is also a sign-up. You can access the sign-up screen and he will enter the needed details and he will sign up in the system. There is also continuing with Google for better user experience for easier signing in and signing up. So let us first log in as a customer. So this is the Explorer screen for the customers. He will be able to see all of the cars that are available in the system, filtered by nearest available. He can also search for any of the cars. For example, the list will be filtered. You will be able to see the notifications screen and access all of the notifications. There is the rentals screen. All of the active rentals for the customer will be visible in this screen. I can also access the history of any rental in the system. For the host, this is the cars tab. He will be able to see the hosting revenue and all of his cars in the system. If there is any active rentals for his car, he will be able to see them in this tab. And if there is any history, he will be able to access it through this tab. For the profile, the users have the profile, the name for be displayed, the number, and even the reference number for that customer. You will be able to edit the profile like first name, last name, and even phone number. You can change the password. There's also an address. It is integrated with Google Maps to make it easier for the users to enter their address. So for example, let us enter. Select paradigm. Once it's selected on the map, for example, you can select address and you will be able to modify any of the details in the form. You can just save it and it will be saved under your account. There's also personal documents. Mainly for the users, there are two personal documents, identity and driving license. Identity is needed if you want to rent or host or upload any car in the system. The driving license is only needed if you want to rent a car but not hosting, for example. So the details for the identity will be visible and he can view the details of the identity or any document. Is also the driving license will be visible in this. Notifications can be set in and set off. The payment cards, he can enter the payment cards in this screen. And for the bank account, you will also enter it and view the details, updated or deleted as needed. There's also a dark theme in the app. You will be able to see and access the app, use it in dark theme. So now let us open the admin view. So this is the admin dashboard. You'll be able to see all of the revenue in the system, the total cars, all of the rentals, all of the total users. This is the whole transactions in the system. The revenue will be displayed here, the host earnings and the Stripe fees for the payment processing. If there is any issue that has been reported, it will be the summary for it will be in this. For the rental screen for the admin, you can view the active and the history and the issue reports. In the active, you can view all of the currently active rentals. You can even search any of them. You can see the history of the rented cars. You can even search for them. For the reported issues, if there is any reported issue for any car rental, he will be able to see them in this screen. For the admin cars, he will be able to see all of the cars in the system and manage them, and he can even search any of them, for example. He can even go to the details of any the cars in the system. These are the car revenue. These are the images for the car itself. These are the details, the hour and day. This is the host. The description about the car, the features for the car itself. For example, if there is any reviews, they will be displayed here. The address for the car, the associated bank account, the car registration. This is the same as the documents for the identity and the license for the user, but this is for the car itself. There are mainly three type of documents. So this is the registration. The others are insurance and road tax. They are the same as the identity and the license. You will be able to also see the rental history for that car. If there is any changes or the status, you will be able to see all of the changes in the status with the person who modified them. So now we will go to the user's screen. He will be able to see all of the customers and the admins in the system. For example, this is the customer that is already logged in here. These are all of the details that he joined, his reference number, for example, his phone number. You can even click it and be directed to the phone app. If you want to send an email, also you can click the email and it will be going to the Gmail, for example. The verifications documents are for the current user. For example, this user has an identity. The admin will be able to see the details for that. The profile is almost the same as the customer. He will be able to edit the profile for username, last name, and phone number. Is the changing the password, notifications, and even dark mode. So now let us first, with the personal login for the customer, let's, for example, add a new driving license. Let's consider this as a driving license. You'll be able to modify it if you need, and then you will enter the expiry date for it, for example. Once that's done, you will click submit, and the status of the document will be pending approval for the admin. Once it's uploaded, the admin will be notified and be sent it notification. For example, this one is for the new uploaded document, and this is for pending approval. That means he needs to approve it. So, for example, let us go to this exact user and edit, approve, or manage the document itself. You can access the document. You will be able to see all of the details, like the image itself. He will examine the expiry date for it. He will examine the image itself. He will see if there is any changes if needed in the status history. This is the reference and this is the date that has been added on. He can manage the document itself, so he can either approve it, reject it, halt it, or even delete it depending on the status. For example, for now, because it's pending approval, he can approve it or he can even reject it. So let's, for example, approve this, and now it is approved. You can see now it's approved. Once it's approved, the customer will be notified for that document. For example, let's refresh it and you will see it's approved now. So this is the same for the identity, and this is the same for the car itself. There are mainly three documents for the car. For example, it's the car registration, the insurance, and the road tax. So for now, let us add a new car for the host. So this is the form for adding a new car. We will select the manufacturer. We will enter the model. For example, the year itself. Select the color. Select the engine type. We select the transmission, the seats, the car type, and the description for it. Now we'll go to the pricing. We will enter an hour price. For example, let's say it's 30, and for the day price, let's say it's 500. Now we will upload the images. The first image. So once we add all of the details, we can just add the car itself. Once that's done, success snack bar will be shown, and the customer the host will be able to see and view the new added cars in the system. So for example, these are the images that we just added. We'll view them. And there's the details for host. This description that we just added are all of the features, reviews. So they are mainly the address, the registration, insurance, road tax that needs to be added. So let's start with the car address itself. Let's enter. Once that's added, we'll go to the registration. We will add the registration. We'll select the expiry date for it. We will do the same for the insurance. Select an expiry. Add the road tax. Select an expiry date. So now all of the details for the car has been added. So let us log in as the admin and approve that car and manage that car. So now we can navigate to the car's screen, and we will be able to see the newly added car. By the way, you can access the notifications in the dashboard, and you will be able to see the notifications for that car. So we just added the new car. See new car uploaded, and these are all the changes that we did for in that car. So let's go to the car's screen. We'll go to the Range Rover, and we will see all of the details for the car as an admin. He will examine the whole car and then see whether it's acceptable or not. We'll see all of the details, the address, bank account, and all of the three documents. So for example, let us go to the car registration. For example, he will examine it and see whether it's valid or not with the expiry date, and then he can just, for example, approve it. So we will do the same for the insurance. We'll do the same for the road tax itself. Now everything is ready. We can approve the car itself. For example, I just click approve, and now the car approved and it's available for rent. All of the status changes will be recorded in the system, and the admin or the host will be able to access these details and see them at any time. If there is any rental history, he will be able to see it in the screen. So for example, let's now log in as the customer and a host so that we simulate the rental process. So let's log out of this. On the left side, I'm logged in as a customer. This is the customer that I'm logged in. On the right side, I'm logged in as a host. So now we will rent the Range Rover that we just added. So this is the host for that car. So let us, as a customer, you will be able to see the details for the car. We'll be able to see the images, the rest of the details, the host description, the features. This is the address. It's in Google Maps. You will be able to view it. If there is any reviews, you will be able to see them. Now we'll go to the pickup date and time and drop off date and time. So between these two, it's 1 hour. So let's leave it like this and continue to the payment. This screen will display a summary of the rental. So these are the details. These for the pickup and drop off, the dates and the timings. This is the address. So this is the pricing. So this is the hourly price, daily price, and the duration for the rental. We'll display a breakdown for the car rental. display the total rental, and then the customer will select the payment method. And if he wants to see the agreements, you can click them and see. So now let's confirm and pay for the rental. Let's enter the car details. Select and leave it. Once that's done, we will click pay now. Once the payment has been processed, the confirmation screen will be shown to the customer. You will be able to see all of the details for the car and the total. You can go to the view rental or even the Explorer screen. So for the host, he will be able to see it. He will receive notifications for that car rental, new rental, new car rental, and he will be sent a notification for an upcoming rental. You can view the active rentals for the host under the active rentals inside the access screen. For the customer, you'll be able to see it under the rentals in the active. So let's start the rental now. The customer will be able, if he will go to the details of the car rental, he will be able to see all of the details, the reference, the current status, the address, the duration, the total. This is the car details if you want to view it again. This is the address for the car, this is the payment method that he paid with. And these are status changes if he wants to check the status changes. For the admin, for the host, he will be able to see the same things, except he will be, because he's the host, he will be able to see the total and the platform fees and the host earnings for himself. He'll be able to call the customer, and the customer will be able to call the host if he wants to. So now let's start with pickupping the car. So we can pick up a report or even cancel, select pickup. Once it is confirmed, the host will be receiving notifications that the car has been picked. So he needs to confirm the pickup. So we'll go inside details for the car rental. The status will be picked, and then we will confirm or even report or even cancel. So for now, let's confirm the car pickup. Let's confirm now. Once it's confirmed, the customer will be receiving notification for confirmation. The status will be changing to ongoing. So during the rental, if you did any issues, you can report it or even cancel. For example, at the end of the rental, if it reaches the end, he can return the car. He will be prompted with a review. You will be able to see the details, even the stars. You can select them. You can write a quick review. He will click submit. Once that's done, the host will be receiving notifications that the car has been returned, and he needs to confirm the returning of the car itself. So he can report it or even confirm. For now, let's confirm. We need to confirm now the return. Once that's done, the rental will be completed, and the host and the customer will be receiving that the return has been confirmed, and that the rental itself is completed for now. If you go to the host, to the history for the customer, you will be able to see that it is completed. And for the host, you will be able to see that it's completed, and now it's pending payout from the admin. So let us log in as an admin on the site. Mainly there are three scenarios for the car rental. Either the host will cancel, or the customer will cancel, or it will be completed successfully. In case that the customer cancels, he will not be refunded. The host will be paid. And in the cases of the host cancels, the customer will be refunded. And in the case of that's completed, the host will be paid. So in this case, the status is completed and it's pending payout. So the admin will come to the details of the car rental. You will be able to see all of the details for the car rental itself. You'll be able to see a breakdown for the host and even the Stripe fees that has been taken for the processing of the payment. This is the profit for him. This is the details for the car that has been rented. You'll be able to see the customer and the host. You can even call them if needed. So for now, let us confirm the payout. So once the payout is confirmed, the host will be receiving notification that the payout is confirmed. And then he can just come to the history itself and see that it's completed and paid. You come to the history, you'll be able to see all of the history. In case there is any reported issue, the admin will be able to see the reported issue. So this is the status, for example, of the reported issue. This is the subject for it. This is the description. This is the related car rental, and these are the reported on the other party attachment. And this is the status history for that issue report. You can either set it to resolve or close it. So we will set it for resolve and add the description. Once that's done, he will click submit. The respective customer and host will be notified about the resolving of the issue. So that's all for my demo. Thank you very much.